Shalom, Israel, Shalom. It's the brother Kotazi Hawa back at it with another lesson. All right, that's going to be quick, fast, straight to the point. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers out there laboring in this truth and faith and sincerity. Shalom to the families out there watching, waiting, praying on Yahweh Shai's second return. Peace and blessings to the house of David, the hopeful elect. All right, so as I'm sure many of y'all know already, there was an incident with two National Guards being shot in Washington, D.C. And so I just came across this article less than 5 minutes ago. It was posted a day ago, but I just came across it. Suspect in Washington, D.C. National Guard shooting had ties to CIA agency confirms. The suspected shooter of two National Guard members in D.C. on Wednesday worked with CIA-backed military units during the U.S. war in Afghanistan, the agency has confirmed. The alleged gunman, identified as Ramanullah Lakhanwal, 29 years old, came to the U.S. in September 21 under an Operation Allies Welcome program that gave some Afghans who had worked for the U.S. government entry visas to the U.S. He was granted asylum in April this year under the Trump administration. Okay, so the reason I wanted to point this out, and you can read through the rest of it, I'm just going to speak on it real quick. Because when I first saw the headlines for the two National Guards being shot, the very first thing I thought in my mind is, this could be another staged event to bring about chaos. All right, this could be another staged event, likely for the sake of the government issuing out or having more National Guards, posted around the United States. All right, posted around Babylon, and that could be very well be a reason, for the government to say, okay, look at what just happened. A couple National Guards just got shot, so we need to lock shit down. We need to, become more strict, etc., etc. Basically, invoking what could be a civil war. I'm not saying a direct civil war is about to come from this, but everything is gradualism with this place and with these people and with the elite. All right, everything is gradualism and it's gradually working its way towards civil war, these gender wars, race wars, World War III. Okay, so with that being the case, it's likely we'll see, in 2026, we may see more shit like this. All right, so I just wanted to make y'all aware of that. And I had thought this as well. Like, I literally was saying this to myself when I was at work. I was like, Wednesday when I first saw the headlines for it, the two National Guards being shot, I literally said out loud, the shooter probably worked with the CIA, the NSA, FBI, some government agency probably worked with them, and that was his assignment. His assignment was to knock those two off or shoot them or make it look like he shot them, whatever the case may be, because nobody really knows. Only the inside motherfuckers really know where he's at, if he's really in custody, etc. Okay, just because they say that's what's going on, that don't mean that's what's going on. They say he's in custody. That don't necessarily mean he's in custody. Okay, he could be in hiding. All right, and they could be funding it or what's the word I'm looking for? Orchestrating it, if you will, for the lack of a better phrase. All right, Salakia, I just woke up and I seen that article, so the spirit was on me to hit the button and get going. Okay, so yeah, man, just be prepared to see more events like this, you know. Okay. They said at a news conference Thursday that the suspect had used a .357 Smith & Wesson revolver, shooting one guard member twice before returning to fire at the second. And then, with that being the case, the use of a .357 revolver means there would be no shell casings to collect from the scene. You see? So they knew what they was doing, man. And then it wasn't that far. The shooting took place not that far from the White House. So I personally believe it was all orchestrated. It wasn't random. You know, like this whole thing is a stage, man. You know, there's so many psyops and staged events that they do all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have the spirit of discernment to be able to see these things. And you know, have the spirit to use discernment. All right. But nonetheless, yeah, I just wanted to bring that out real quick. That the 2 National Guard troops that got shot likely was a staged event, and the shooter likely worked with the CIA, is what I thought, and this news article confirmed it. All right. So with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalom.